In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to cut and sew a hood. These days, you can see a hood in a denim jacket, a gown, and a lot of different things. So this video is focused on how you can cut and sew a hood in different size. For the measurement, you are going to measure from the back of your neck like this to the center of your head. Now, this measurement should be able to let you bend back and forth without restricting your movement. This will be the back measurement. Measure from the center of your head to the side of your eye. This will be the side measurement. From the center of your head to your eyebrow, this will be the front measurement. It is better it is seated there. You can adjust it up and down when you are done sewing the hoodie or when you are wearing it. This is the material I'll be using for it. I'll go ahead to place it on fold. Then I'll go ahead to place it on another fold, making it 4 folds. Next, you are going to place the neckline of whatever you are making the hood for on fold. Take a tape and measure it as shown. Whatever measurement you have, you are going to measure it down here and add 2 inches. I am making a moderate size hood. If you want an extra large size, you can add 4 inches. I'll go up at this side by 3 inches and connect it with a partially curved line like this. Next, I'll go ahead to cut it out. Now on the high side, you are going to measure the back measurement and add 2 inches to it. Like I said, I'm making a moderate size hoodie. If you are making an extra large hoodie, you can add up to 4 and more. Next, I'll go ahead to connect this line straight up like this. Now, on this part, I'll go ahead to measure the side measurement and I will add 2 inches. Kindly note that if you choose to increase your hoodie by any extra measurement, you are adding that extra all around equally. So I'll go ahead to connect this with a straight line like this. Next, I'll just go ahead to give the front part a curve like this so that your hoodie will not just be straight on your face without any shape, okay? There's no measurement for this, so just look at what I'm doing, okay? And just do it like you see the curve here. So I'll just go ahead to cut it out. Now, at the back side, you're going to give this a curve. You don't want your hoodie to end up pointed like a witch, like a witch hoodie. Then you also blend it like this on this part. Now, there's actually no measurement for this, but what I got here after I'm done is 3 inches, and what I had at this side was 0.75 inches. Okay, make sure you blend properly so that your hat will not look funny when you are done sewing. So I went ahead to cut this out, and yes, I have 4 pieces of this because our fold was on 4 folds. Next, I'm going to place this right side facing right side. I'm going to join it together like this for the both of them. So here, after I am done joining, I'll go ahead to trim out any excess I have to be left with at least a 0.25 seam allowance. It should not be too small in the sense that it pulls off. I'll cut out the excess for the second one as well. Now on the center of the hoodie, you are going to go up by 1.5 inches and you are going to go in at that point by 0.5 inches. This will be the spot where we are going to fix our eyelet. Now on that point, you carefully open a small size that is equal to the size of the eyelet you are making. It should not be too big in a way that your eyelet falls out. Next, you go ahead to fix your eyelet at this point. Now, this is the stress. If you don't have a rivet machine to fix your eyelet, you might have to take it to the market to fix the eyelet before you proceed. Next, after fixing the eyelet, you are going to place this right side facing right side. You pin the center together and you go ahead to sew it all around. So after sewing this together, I will not be trimming the excess at this point because I want it to give structure to my hoodie. So I'll go ahead to flip this to the right side. Next, you are going to iron this out so that it is relaxed. When you are done ironing, you are going to mark a 0.75 inches on the tip of your hoodie and you top stitch it. This is the part where we are going to be fixing our hoodie rope. So here I have done the top stitching. Next, we are going to be fixing this to the neckline of whatever you are working with. Now, the part that has the eyelet is the front part of the hoodie. We are going to place this right side facing right side on the neckline like this. This zip allowance should be placed inward if you have nothing to turn your zipper part with. But if you have a lining that you have already cut out to use and turn on the zip area, then you can leave your zipper flap or your zipper allowance to be outward like this when you are joining the hoodie. But because I have a cutout lining in the same shape that I intend to use and turn the zipper area, I'm going to leave my zipper flap of zipper allowance to be outward like this. I'll pin it up like this. Next, you place your neckline on fold and you are going to get the back center of your neckline. Go ahead and notch the back center and you are going to be placing the center of your hoodie, which is the joint part, on that point and you pin it up. And because I have lining for the turning of the zip area, I'll leave out the zip flap and pin up the sides. Go ahead to join this together and it should be equal. No one should be excess or smaller. And remember, I'm leaving out the zipper flap because I have a lining for turn up. So here I have gone ahead to join my cap as you can see. Next, we are going to be finishing the zip area. This cutout is the same as the front part. I cut it out on the front part while I was drafting the front. I linked the cutting tutorial of this hoodie in the comment section. Next, you are going to place it on the zip area, right side facing right side like this. Now, this is the effect we are trying to achieve so that when your hoodie flips a bit, it will be giving neat finishing. So I've done one side, we are going to be focusing on doing the other side. Now the first thing is to place it on the right side and flip the zip allowance out like this. You are going to take your cutout, place it right side facing right side. Starting from the neckline, you place the turn up on the zipper like this with your zipper parts opened or bended in. You pin it up like so. Place the hood down. Let it be in between the sweater and the turn up. Go ahead to arrange this to follow the neckline like this. Kindly note that we cut this the exact same, so it will not be a problem if you sew it the exact same. Next, we move to the zipper part and you are going to place the zip to be like this, folded inward. Place the overlap on it and you go ahead to pin it down before you sew. I recommend pinning this down to avoid anything like having an excess or shortage when you are done sewing. Now when you get to the down part, because of this stitch here, it might be hard to sew in the turn up. So what you are going to do is that you are going to get your scissors and you clip it to free it from that stitch. You are clipping the inner part and I recommend you clip this one after the other because it's a thick fabric. If you try clipping it all at once, it will be very hard to cut. Clip it one after the other down to the rib fabric and this way you'd notice that this other stitch is kind of free from the first one, so it will be easy for you to continue pinning up your turn up. Now when you get to the end, you are going to fold it in by 0.5 inch. Fold it in like this and you go ahead to pin it up. When you are done pinning all of this, go ahead to sew it straight up and you also sew it into the neckline. So here I am done stitching this down. Next I'll cut out this excess zipper I have at the top and I'll go ahead to trim out my sewing allowance like this. Next I'll go ahead to flip this to the right side and this is what it looks like for now. Next we are going to be finishing up the down part. Next we are going to stretch out the rib area so that you can get exactly where you will stitch and stop, like exactly where your turn up should stop. Okay, on that point you are going to pin it down so that you will know where you can stitch and stop when you are finishing that area. So you are pinning only on the hood, not the hood and the overlap. Next, you bring out this area like this and you turn up your overlap backwards like so. And you just go ahead to pin it up on that area where you already pinned up as a guide. Please pay close attention to this area because it is kind of interesting. You are going to put the rib fabric in between your overlap and the hoodie and you are going to stitch the overlap and the hood area together. Because of this notch we did at the zip area, It will make it very easy when you are joining the overlap and the hoodie together. So you go ahead and sew it together. Next, you are going to trim your seam allowance so that it will not be bulky at that point. So after trimming it, I'll go ahead to flip it to the right side. Now this is what it looks like on the right side. You can see how neatly finished it is. Next, we are going to be top stitching on the zip, and I recommend you use this half machine footer as it makes it easy for you to sew a straight line without guessing. You can use either the left or the right depending on the side you are sewing. This is what I use to get my stitch to be even and straight. For the top part of the overlap, I went ahead to give it a curve and I used hemming gum to hold it down to my fabric. Two lines of hemming gum. Okay, this is what the inner finishing looks like, and this is what the outer finishing looks like. You can check out our ready to wear or streetwear playlist for tutorials you might like. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to see you in my next video. Bye.